G'day guys, Luke here from DQC DIY and Supply. Today I'm doing a little installation guide on how to install a mezzanine in your garage or shed. It's actually quite easy using the right systems. So yeah, I'm going to show you, I've already started, but I'm going to show you sort of how I've done it and how to do it. So this is, I'll get up on the ladder. So this is 150 by 50 rectangle hollow section, also known as RHS, and I've done these at 450mm centers. So essentially I marked all those out on the ground, 450, squared them, and then put them both up. So what I've done, this is essentially the bearer, so this is going to be holding the most weight. So the brackets that go in there, it's all a bracket system, it's just got these here. These are just 2 tech screws. I'm actually going to put another one in those to make it 3. But these ones, they are holding the most load, so I'd recommend either putting a lot of tech screws in there or bolting it. But probably look up some span tables, consult an engineer, depending on what you're sort of going to be putting up here. But yeah, you can get general sort of span tables for this sort of stuff, and it's sort of 3 screw for like enough for sort of humans to be walking on. It's normally 3 screws each side of the brackets. That's what the decking span tables are. But if you're going to put an engine hoist or something, it might be different. And then what we're going to do is I've already cut these across in the warehouse. I'm just building this in my own sort of warehouse, and then they're just going to all get dropped in. So I'll show you that. Tops a little bit, and there you go. You continue that. Nice and snug. So it took me about only half an hour to put that up. Like these 2 up, maybe in half an hour. So sort of, just put those 2 bearers up, and it took me about 10 minutes, and I've got all the joists in at 450. So you can see there, and I've got a nice base. Now what you're going to want to do is you want 3 of these screws in each side of the bracket. These are 10 to 12 gauge 20mm screws. You definitely, here's a warning, you definitely don't want to be walking on it like that, because it's only the bottom of the brackets. You can see here, if you can see that, but that's bent down because I put a bit of extra weight on there. Just having to lean over my desk, but yeah. So that's how you want it screwed off, both sides. So once you've got your frame screwed off, we'll screw it off as so. It's time to put your flooring in. So I've just got some structure floor. Just mark myself out a knot. You can just mark it all up as you need. The chalk one. I'm not going to glue it, but you can glue it, but I'm not going to glue it because I lease this place, so if you ever want to take it apart and put it somewhere else, if I glue it, it's going to be pretty hard. But yeah, I've just notched about that. I'm just going to overhang them all for now, and then choose whether I chop it off after, but it shouldn't overhang too much, so I might not actually chop it off, but we'll see how we go. The screws I recommend are these ones. 50mm U screws. Then go through some pretty thick steel, so they're good, and they also countersink into the timber really well. I'll show you. Being 2.7 meters high, and with all this stuff in the way, it was a little bit hard to get up myself, but as you can see, I've just notched it around there. Overhangs a bit. And I'm just gonna put these screws into the joist, tighten into that wall. see. There you go, nice and flush. I'm not going to go too crazy with the screws because as long as it's got a couple in it, the weight's going to hold it down. It's not like I'm having a party up here. It's not, yeah, once it's got the stuff on it, it's not going to lift up. So the main thing you'd want to screw it off is if you're going to be walking up here regularly or whatever. But as long as it's not sliding, I think a few will be quite good. Sometimes you just need to use a little hammer and a block to get them tight. I realised I should have done the tongue groove the other way. It's been a while since I've done tongue groove flooring, to be honest. Forgot that little thing, so I'm hitting against this, which isn't great. I mean, it's not good hitting really against that either, because sometimes you can squash the lip, but this is actually pretty strong. So, but yeah, I know that when I've done it previously, we hit against the lip, and then yeah, if it did break, we used to just get a chisel and sort of clear it out. But yeah, happy with that. Let's try a couple more screws in there. So I came to the end, and it's worked out. I've got a tiny little strip, 70mm strip. So what I normally, there's a couple different ways to do it. But yeah, I like straight edge like this. I've figured out what the blade is, and then I put that straight edge there. Or you can chalk line it and freehand it, or you can get track saws, but if you've just got a circuit saw like this, best way to do it, just screw that angle down. You can use like a bit of straight timber, like whatever you sort of got on hand. And then yeah, that's going to give me a nice straight cut for that end bit. So I have just finished. Screwed this joint on. I've just tacked it off, but with the screws, as I said, joint turned out perfect as you would expect. Now I just need to hop up and give it a bit of a sweep, and then this mezzanine will be ready for storage.